That down, let's move on to this, shall we? The zombie genre to me is, I have a love-hate relationship with it, because on one hand, they're all the same. Like it's all the same thing. Every single one of them, they're all the same thing, but some are definitely much better than others. Train to Busan, Shaun of the Dead, things like that, right? We just got an announcement about one of the most interesting sounding zombie projects I've ever heard of. And it's going to have Will Poulter. This comes to us from Deadline, who write the following. Will Poulter, Kit Connor, and Manu Rios are set to leave the buzzy horror Rapture, which Hanway Films will be launching for the Cannes market. It's an intriguing premise. Listen, I love this. Set in medieval England in the year 1348, the story alights on Lansley Abbey, a remote stone monastery in Yorkshire, which houses 10 monks bound by a life of strict routine and devotion. Their fragile peace is disrupted by the arrival of a messenger, a man with haunting news from the outside world who rapidly shows symptoms of a mystery illness. A virulent plague is spreading through the land, marked initially by hemorrhagic fever? I'm probably
yeah.
Like
fever.
Ebola.
So they're bleeding, yeah.
It turns its victims into revenants, restless undead beings. As the contagion closes in, Lansley Abbey becomes a battleground. Desperate outsiders beg for refuge while the infected threaten to overrun its walls. The monks are torn apart by a mortal rift between those who believe they must care for the sick and those who want to protect the centuries of knowledge safeguarded by the monastery. As death is fully unleashed, so too is the brothers' capacity for extraordinary acts of altruism and ruthless betrayal, forcing them to confront the ultimate question: what does it mean to be human?
Man, I'm in.
I'm sold.
That's really rad sounding.
Yeah.
It's
I'm like,
not
okay.
often just a synopsis. Like sometimes a trailer will play, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm in. It is rare that simply a printed synopsis makes me sit up in my seat, go, I'm in. This did it. Everything about it. First of all, the whole idea about setting it in the 13th century. Crazy good. Will Poulter. Crazy good. What does that mean? But now also like a monastery, and as the zombies attack, the real story is, what does that do to people? What can that do to some thinking we got to save people? Some people, we got to save the history that's here. Some people displaying wild acts of kindness. Some people exhibiting wild acts of brutality and inhumanity. I mean, everything about this sounds absolutely glorious to me. I cannot wait for this to become a reality. I cannot wait to see this. Chris, you read this story.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about it?
I'm stoked about this, and that might surprise some people. I do like zombie films. I don't like traditional horror slashers, and that's why Walking Dead, after a certain point, got a little too ugh for me because it became kind of torture porny. But I love seeing zombies get all messed up. It's fun. It's a good time. And this sounds like a really interesting reimagining of the zombie genre. I love setting it in medieval times. Gosh, sorry, I don't mean to reference a fast food place. I love setting in medieval times. It kind of sounds like a really rad one-off D&D campaign, honestly. It sounds like something that your DM would like gift you with around Halloween. And this time we're dealing with zombies. Mm-hmm. I love Will Poulter, and Kit Connor, I think, is such a tremendous actor. I'm so excited to see him in more and more stuff. I first kind of took note of him in that wonderful Elton John film with Taron Egerton. He played the younger Reggie in that.
Yeah.
And he was just so good. And then, of course, he went on to Heartstopper. So this cast is incredible. The concept sounds really cool. I'm all on board. I think this is going to be super fun.
Somebody in the live chat, Keon in the live chat, this is for you, Rob. Think about this. I can hear this pitch. I can hear Matthew Good as Rob Evans in The Offer making this pitch. All right, Bubby. We got a monk. I love the sounds. By the way, part of the reason this excites me too, I can't remember the name of the series though. I think it was Kingdom.
It was Kingdom.
The Korean, kind of that like period piece zombie thing too. And that really worked for me. So this is exciting. Anyway, Rob, what do you think about the sounds of this?
Well, what's interesting to me is that like all great horror, it's metaphorical, whether it's body horror, which zombies are kind of a subgenre of body horror. The idea of what is human, what makes human beings human, and the horror of of zombies is that who we are, the essence of our rationality, our morality, our humanity is taken away from us, and our bodies are subverted and turned into something awful, and our humanity is removed from them. And to set this in a situation with monks that are having to deal with, did God do this to us? Is God testing us? What does this mean? You know, we're here to help people, but they don't know that they can't be helped. If it's an affliction, especially in Europe, you've got the Black Death, the plague. There's all these really great historical ideas in this overall pitch. I'm like, I know this sounds silly to say, but the intellectual ideas contained in this zombie apocalypse movie are what attract me to it.
It's what's fascinating
The
about it.
milieu, yeah, and it makes it worth watching. It gives you an interesting conundrum. Like, especially, can you imagine these monks trying to figure out, well, what should we do? What does God want us to do? Are we being tested?
Yeah, this would have been right at the beginning of the Black Death, the bubonic plague.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So it's like an offshoot
That's a
of that.
really-
And I love the
Interesting
cast. I
setting.
mean, they always cast monks as these old guys, but there used to be young monks.
Yep.
You know, and at the time, life expectancy wasn't that long, especially less when there's zombies. But I would love to see, I would love to see this. I mean, this sounds really, really, really good. And, I just want to give a shout out. I love the idea of period horror. And one of the things I'm really looking forward to, especially because Hannibal creator Brian Fuller tweeted out how much he liked the new Predator animated movie, Killer of Killers, that's coming to us in the first week of June. He said it's awesome. And the new trailer they released of all the, it's not ninjas, they're samurai, but come on. Samurai against Predator? I mean, give me that historical horror, because I love that.
Well, and how often have we said, I want to see monks fighting zombies?
And that
If I had $1 for every time.
the Kingdom series you brought up was great.
Yeah, I liked Kingdom.
It was beautifully done, really well done.
We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Stitch Fix. Guys, I love movies, but you also know I have absolutely no fashion sense, and I absolutely hate shopping for my clothes. But thankfully, I have found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. With Stitch Fix, I get a stylist who understands my style, size, and budget, and they do all the shopping for me. Because look, shopping and figuring out style can be overwhelming, especially for somebody like me. When it comes to getting dressed, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. That's why I love having a Stitch Fix stylist. They really know what works for me. I get pieces that make me look great, and it's a real confidence boost. You just give your stylist your size, style, and budget preferences. You get to order boxes when you want and how you want, no subscription required. They send you personalized pieces, and the fit is always on point. No stores, no crowds, no stress. Just personalized looks that you will love. So guys, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Campea. That's stitchfix.com/Campea. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about the sounds of this? I think it sounds amazing. This Rapture movie can't get here fast enough for me. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.